Good everyone and welcome to this video. Today we have another request by Kkang2828 for the D.501. Now unfortunately I did have this one done, but I went back to the file because it was a day I had a mic issue and there was no sound for the mic. It was literally just the gameplay. So yeah. In a normal situation I would have maybe done a compromise and done a voiceover, but to be honest, the match itself wasn't that entertaining, so I thought, it's alright, I'll scrap it and I'll redo it at some point. This is around about a week later after I discovered that issue. And, yeah, I've just not had time to do it, so sorry about the delay on this one, Kang, and obviously your other requests. I've just not really had the time. So, the D.501 pretty much takes the one that was flying before, swaps out two of the machine guns in the engine cowling, and we get something a little bit different. So the engine, the airframe, pretty much overall is all the same. The only difference is we get a 20mm Hispano 404 cannon. As you can imagine, this thing at 1.3 packs a severe punch, especially with the Hispano changes a few months ago. And yeah, this is pretty good, to say the least. Now, we only get 60 shots, so that is something to bear in mind, but of course we still have the max to back us up, should the worst ever come, or the worst ever come. Which is when we run out of cannon ammo, but you can actually be pretty generous with this cannon ammo. Like, you can split the guns, fire just to 20, fire just 7.5s. You know, like, you can be very considerate of that, and it does do pretty well. But as I said, the engine doesn't change, the prop doesn't change, so we don't get a bit of climb rate, we don't get a free belated prop or anything. The weight, I don't actually know if the Hispano or the two machine guns is heavier. I would imagine the cannon is heavier. But even then, it's only about a couple of kilograms. So you're not really going to feel the weight. It's like adding a ballast in a race car that's only 2 kilograms. You're not going to feel it, so I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah, this doesn't really change much from the previous aircraft that we've covered, and yeah, this is really bare bones in terms of an upgrade compared to the D500. Some would say it's a slight downgrade, because obviously the ammunition capacity is technically lower, but this does technically prepare you for what Kang's next request is, which is the D510. So that's at least something. Anyway, let's get in and let's get cracking. I haven't flown this plane in quite a bit. Obviously I flew it last week when I did the video on it, but then obviously got around to checking it yesterday, the footage, and I noticed the issue and I was like, I could probably get more sufficient gameplay anyway, so I'll just scrap it and just do it again, I don't mind. But anyway, I will see you all in the first match. And in typical fashion, 5 seconds after I say that, which we should all be familiar with this by now, we get our first match. In terms of belts, I actually think Uni's better for this low of a tier. That's just my opinion. You get a good mix of everything. Even the tracer shell does a decent amount of damage to a biplane, so you know, it's something, I guess. Alright, let's roll. And this is a max up tier, it looks like. That's fine by me. Because we have things like this and that backing us up. So they can do most of the work, hopefully. The P400 is not a great plane, but in a down tier it can at least do something. That's when it gets up tiered. So yeah. In fact, no, it's not a max up tier. That's 2.0, I think. So it's not completely max up tier, but it might as well be, because this is still a D500 airframe. Trust me, when we get to the D510, you will see the jump in performance. That thing flies like it's just been booted up the arse. And trust me, it's got a 3-bladed prop and the exact same guns as this. The moment you buy yourself a Palliers, you will not need anything like the you'll not need to fly this ever again. That's why this thing still has free repairs. Because I have Palliers. Why would I fly this? It's as simple as that. Anyway, it's going to take us a couple of minutes to get to the match, and hopefully we can work out a battle plan, because this thing kind of needs it. Same as the D500. and I'll see you shortly. Well, you joined me less than a minute later, and it appears someone didn't get the memo about being a strike aircraft. That means we have to maneuver. Those things terrify me, and trust me, you do not want to get hit by those guns. Whether that be the front or the rear. No, no, I'm not getting hit by that tail gun. I know exactly what that twin MG81 can do. Oh god, he just killed my only useful, one of my useful fighters. Ow! We took a chunk off, but it's a Stuka. It takes a lot more than that to kill one. There we go. Stuka's going down, but of course, kill steal! That's just normal for low tier, so I don't really give a shit. There we go. Did do a number on us, but thankfully he didn't hit the engine, because otherwise we would have been, let's just say, going back to the hangar and for another match. Yeah, I think we're being targeted. Wonderful. I mean, there's better planes in the match. You're literally just targeting me because of my clan tag. Well, squadron tag. What is this, RuneScape? Where we used to pick on everyone in PvE for that shit? I'm like, come on. Nope. I do not want to get hit by your guns either. Got a hit. Don't know if it did anything. We can somewhat pull inside of a G50, but not easily. Yeah, there we go. Right, we're out of cannon because of my poor aim. The Avengers getting stuck in. Good, that's what we like to see. Okay, I'm not going to maneuver anymore for that. That's dead. We do not steal kills here on the Jesuit 2000 channel. We respect people's kills. Ah! I thought I was going to get shot then. So 132 bullets left. That's enough for a kill. If it isn't that, of course. Maybe kill that with 132 bullets, but we'd have to see. I hope you enjoy some fresh baguettes, good sir, since you've had to bail out. I'm going to try and bait this guy for the Gladiator, because obviously the Gladiator hasn't really gotten to contribute anything, so I'm going to try and bait this 109 for the Gladiator. That's the plan anyway. I don't want to obviously go overboard with how many kills I get, because I don't really care. But I do want to help my teammates as well. Now the 109 is pretty much more maneuverable than us, because it has a better engine, overall better flight profile. Why are they ganging up on me? Go away. I'm trying to help my teammates get kills here. Go on, Gladiator. Get him. Bite his ankles. Get him. I'm not going to shoot the 109. I want to kill the 100 if I'm going to kill anything here. Nice. Good work. Come on, Gladiator. Bite his ankles. Kill him. Get him. Go on. Is H75 going to nick it? I'm going to keep baiting for the Gladiator. That's what I want to do. Hey, you got it. Good job, buddy. That's what we like to see. See, playing War Thunder is not just about greed. You've got to help others. You don't always get to help others, because a lot of people are arseholes in this game, unfortunately, but, you know, it's something to consider. Like, help your teammates once in a while. Some of them might just pay you back. And speaking of pay you back, I'm going to have to owe someone a new life in a minute, because this is scary. Hello there, big scary Dornier. Nice, engine crit. Okay, I'm out of bullets, but we have one last bullet. Ow, 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 don't shoot me! I'm out of bullets, you dingus! We have one last bullet left to play. Okay, never mind. I would ram it, but there's no point. Nice. Good work. Why was he shooting me? I don't get it. I'm not even shooting at him.
The enemy is winning.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like French vehicles. I don't know. I don't mind French vehicles, but like... this is definitely one of the sort of meh sort of vehicles. Like, I don't mind this thing, but like, I have Palliers. It's like, as Harry would say, the Ferrari and the Fiat situation. Why'd you take the Fiat if you got the Ferrari in the garage? Like, you know, it's that sort of thing. So all we've got left is that guy and this geezer over here. So, yeah, I'm going to go back to base, get myself a reload, change to ground belts so I can kill the SPGs a lot easier, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Well, welcome back to the hangar. Unfortunately, the team managed to clean up the last few people, well, the last few players that were left in the match, and yeah, we actually won that match quite easily. But yeah, that is pretty much the D501 in a nutshell. Like, it takes what the D500 really didn't have, slightly improves it, but also slightly worsens it. You know, it's like it's a weird mix, but you know, I don't think this is a bad plane. It's just one that I wouldn't personally fly. Like, it's definitely not in the meta. Let's put it that way. Like, there's no way this thing is in the meta. It's just not got the engine power. It's not got the climb performance. It's got the guns for the job, but guns can only get you so far. Its overall flight performance and turn rate just isn't adequate enough to be considered a meta sort of vehicle. Let's put it this way, if this was a deck in Pokemon, this would be a rogue deck, and rogue decks are fun, but rogue decks also kind of suck, so there you go. Next up in Kkang's requests, as I said earlier, was the Palliers D510. So I'm sure most people will be looking forward to that one, because it basically takes this, but gives it a boot up his arse. So hopefully we can get some work done with that. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all to it for today. Really hope you enjoyed seeing the D501 featured, and I will see you all on the next one.